Hi there, Mysterious Jackson here from the Mysterious Show here. When we're going to talk about Thriller 40 and its track listing. Disclaimer, don't get me wrong, I am very excited for Thriller 40 and some of the unreleased songs that are coming from this album. And I know where most of them come from. Some of them consist from Thriller itself and from Off the Wall. So, songs that I'm looking forward to: What a Lonely Way to Go, which is now changed to What a Lovely Way to Go. And it's a ballad song from Off the Wall, where it was updated for Triumph, then it was updated for Thriller, but never made the album until now. And Michael confirmed it, that he wrote it, because he said in a deposition in '93 that it was called A Lonely Way to Go. And another song I'm looking forward to is She's Trouble. Another song that was intended to be on the album, but the song was too long and the beat was too similar to all the other ones that made the album. And Behind the Mask. Yes, it's been released on the Michael album, but here's the thing. That version was from the unreleased Thriller remix. That song actually comes from Japan because Michael had made a song for the Sega game Lucky's Big Adventure, but the song was cut because the music director didn't like it. It felt it didn't fit for the soundtrack. So he wanted to put it out on Thriller because that's what it was around that time. But due to the fact that Eric Clapton and Greg Fillingames and Yellow Magic Orchestra released it, Michael felt that it wouldn't have been right to release that song because people would have said he copied theirs when he was the one that originated the song. And songs I'm looking forward to is Carousel. Now, again, I understand that song is released, but not really, because when it was released on the special edition in 2001, it only plays for like a minute and 46 seconds. And it was released on the Thriller 25th anniversary album as a radio edit, and it only plays for a minute and 46 seconds. And it was the original song on Thriller originally before Human Nature was a powerful, strong song and knocked it out. And another song I'm really looking forward to is the early version of Best of Joy, which is the Toy, which was a song that was for the movie with the same name that had Richard Pryor in it. And that song, I grew up with it, as well as What a Lovely Way to Go, and Got the Hots. Now, Got the Hots, I'm kind of surprised it made it on this album, even though it was on the Japan release of Thriller 25th anniversary album. I'm glad that this song is coming to America. And this song, I'm really looking forward to it. And Sunset Driver, I kind of knew it was going to be in here, even though it was released on the Ultimate Collection that was released in 2004, 4 years after Invincible came out. But see, the thing is, the reason why songs that are unreleased get released in compilation albums is because those songs are thrown in there as a bonus to get people to buy the compilation albums, because the compilation albums usually they consist of songs that are beloved in chart toppers, and usually when greatest hits albums come out, they usually consist of the songs that are played all over the world on the radio. And when you do have songs that are brand new that have never been released, they tend to get overlooked in favor of the greatest hits. And see, the thing about Sunset Driver, it was created for Off the Wall and then reworked for Thriller. And people think it was reworked for Bad because he says an early version of a song that was in Bad. And see, when you're a musician, you can record and say other lines from different songs. But due to the fact that Sunset Driver was never released in the times that it was supposed to be, Michael would hear a song that he recorded and or wrote, and if he heard something that he would like, he would put it in a song that he was releasing. And the lyric is, "The word is out that you're doing wrong." And in Sunset Driver he goes, "The word is out that you're doing wrong." And there's different variations. Same lyric, but different variations. So that's why people are upset that Sunset Driver made it onto the album instead of songs that they felt should have been on there. And I kind of agree, like, Hot Street and Nightline really needs to make a North America appearance, because, believe it or not, Nightline and Carousel have already been released in full in their entireties, but in order to hear that and have a physical copy of it, you have to go to Australia and buy the King of Pop album. And those two albums are the only albums that are greatest hits that has those two unreleased songs. Because the King of Pop album has songs that have been released, put on different albums, or have been updated for that album. And I get it. People want Hot Street and Nightline on the album. And I don't blame them, because I want those songs too. I grew up with those songs. It was on my original copy of Thriller, back when I bought it in Sandy's Goods. But there probably was some agreement that couldn't be reached, and due to the fact that Rod Temperton is no longer with us, they probably figured, well, we don't have permission from Rod Temperton's family or him himself to release this song. And that's probably why that the song never got released on any album. And there's no acapella for it. Because had there been an acapella for it, it would have been released. Now stay tuned for part 2, because I'm not finished with this. I'm Mysterious Jackson, and I'll see you later. See ya!